What is going on today, man? I've got a bare knuckle, and it's kind of got a unique story behind it. I mean, in a way. Did come with a box. I bought it used off of eBay for $1.99. I'm pretty happy about it. But the bare knuckle is the 7777. This is the Smoky Mountain Knife Works edition. We'll get into that in a second. These are the OEM parts. So, like, it came with black aluminum scales. Excuse me, I should have had all this out. The back spacer and some screws, I may actually go back to the aluminum scales on this one. I'm not sure. These are fat carbon, lava flow. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's got a lot of purple in it. And it's pretty. I don't know. Courtney may end up carrying it more than me. I'm not sure. But I'm really excited to get a hold of this knife. Let me put all this stuff up. I'll be right back. So I know this knife is old, but I'll go ahead and do some size comparisons. This is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. So you see it's right there in that same general length. It's a little narrower in carry profile. Actually, I think it's quite a bit narrower in carry profile. But it is. But that's it beside the Kershaw Knockout, which is in the same general, sub Framelock family. Both of these are US made. I've been carrying the Knockout quite a bit here lately, and I have grown a more of appreciation for this knife. But this one's just a little longer and a little shorter. This is it beside the 80-20.5, the Demco. This is Courtney's knife. I believe Tom Weingart gave her that knife, and she absolutely adores it. But that's it beside it. And we'll look at the carry profiles of that knife, and you'll see that the 80-20.5 is actually quite a bit thicker, wider in the pocket. And this is it beside the 80-15, so it's quite a bit shorter. It's an 8 1/4 inch knife, and it's an 8 1/2 inch knife, so about a 1/4 inch shorter than the 80-15 and narrower in profile. I love the blade on the bare knuckle. Admittedly, I haven't used it quite, at all yet. I haven't cut anything with it. I'm not even sure if it's sharp, to be honest with you. Grab a piece of paper. And it's okay if it hadn't. It just came in the mail yesterday. That's actually, yeah, that's pretty sharp. So I like the utilitarian style blade that it has on it. It kind of reminds me of the Chris Reeve and Singo blade. I can't show you that in comparison. My Singo blade, Sabenza 31, is with Malcolm Holt right now. He's putting an edge on it, and I hope he uses it a little bit and gets back with me and let me know what he thinks about it. But anyway, the bare knuckle, man. This knife, with the contents that you saw in this box here, came in at $99 when it was brand new from Smoky Mountain Knife Works in CPM 20CV. So it says that right there. We did test the 20CV knife on this channel. It was the Kershaw Link, and I believe it did okay. I can't remember exactly. You'll also notice that the bare knuckle, this bare knuckle has thumb studs. That was a modification that the previous owner actually had done to it. I appreciate the hell out of it. I really do. The Framelock, it is a manual action knife, but the subframe lock, if you put any pressure on it at all, it's kind of hard. Well, I did at that time. It's kind of hard to, it's easy to lock that blade in. Something else about this knife is, like, when it's locked up, it doesn't make any noise, except for, get a lot of that chatter with the pocket clip. But when it's just, I don't know, there's a lot of jingling in there. I didn't expect that. That may be why I go back to the aluminum, just to see if it still happens. But I do very much enjoy, how it fits in hand. It's very ergonomical. I really wish I would have picked one of these up a long time ago, man. I missed out, and I'm lucky I was able to find one at the price that I did, especially with all the extra things that it came with. Those fat carbon fiber scales, there were 75 sets of those made from Knife Club on Discord. I don't know anything about that, but somebody on the Knife Club in Discord made 75 sets of these scales, and he ended up with a set of them. So this is like a highly customized version of a bare knuckle, and that's probably gonna hurt the like collectability or whatever, but it like extremely helps out the usability and the enjoyability. So I'm not concerned about it at all. I love the ergonomics of this knife. It is a smaller knife for me. It feels smaller. It feels like a smaller knife to me, but I'm gonna enjoy carrying it. I believe. I'll get back with you if not, but just kind of an introduction to the collection. Bob DeMarco asked me the other day what the state of my collection looked like, and I honestly could not tell him. I was like, I don't even know what I have left. So there will probably be a state of the collection video coming up. I'll try to round everything up and see what else, or what is actually left in the collection. But bare knuckle, I've been like I said, I've been carrying the Knockout quite a bit here recently, and there's some things that I like about both of them so far. Like this is my first encounter with a bare knuckle, so I don't know. Like I'm not as familiar with this knife as I am this one. But this Speed Safe used to bother me, and that's when I got used to carrying Chris Reeve knives. They don't have fall shut action, so like you pretty much close it the same way, and it's about the same amount of pressure. Like, I mean, there's maybe just a tiny bit more pressure to close this knife than there is like a regular Sebenza. So it just, that doesn't bother me anymore. And it comes out with authority. Every time. I do still think I fall on the side of the fence where I prefer manual action, but it doesn't really matter as long as I get the knife open and closed with one hand. It's becoming less of a thing to me. But anyway, just want to introduce the bare knuckle to the collection. What you think about the thumb stud mod? What you think about the fat carbon? Let me know. I hope you guys can see the purple in there. Like, I'm looking at the camera and I can barely see it, but when it translates to a video file, maybe it pops in better. I don't know if Courtney will like it or not, but of course, if she wants to carry it, it might as well be hers. So anyway, you guys have a good one, and I will catch you on the flip side.